Okay,
Yes.
anything but straight.
Yeah, pretty much. So I often wonder if our unique relationships with social norms and often questioning why things are the way they are leads to us being overrepresented in that part of the population.
I've
And
actually
if if that's the case, then what does that mean for the choices people are making about relationships? Because I know why is my favorite question about all sorts of things, especially things that people consider to be normal and like, totally duh. Well, this is just the way we do it. Okay, why?
Yep, as a member of the LGBTQ community who is autistic, I have actually looked into this.
Mm,
And there has been some research done. It hasn't been massively done, and it's mostly been led by autistic individuals. So it's not as far going because there are fewer of us and
mhm,
because we need to fight harder to get our work taken seriously. But from what some of these studies would indicate, yes, there is something psychologically there that would lead us to be overrepresented in the LGBTQ plus community, in the queer community, etc. Um, just to clarify, queer is a term that can be used by people in the LGBT plus community to reclaim it, cannot be used by people outside of it unless the person in question gives you permission to use it, which is why LGBTQ plus community or non-straight or anything of that sort is a good term to use. However, there has, like I said, been research done, and potentially because we are more comfortable with not adhering to social norms and not being normal, we are more willing to accept ourselves with different labels and call ourselves something other than straight.
mhm.
Now, we don't know whether that means that there's the same percentage of queer people in the general community who aren't willing to identify themselves as something other than straight. We're just more willing to identify ourselves as such, or whether that means there's actually more of a prevalence among autistic and otherwise developmentally disabled and potentially disabled in general individuals. We
Mhm.
don't know that. There's not been enough research done. Again, this research is in its very, very infancy.